To help you drop into the present moment, I'd like to offer you a personalized tarot reading right now. So to do that, let's do a breathing exercise so that we can ignore what's going on in the outside world and focus more on what Gus wants to tell us right now. So let's breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, now we want to ask Gus our question. Now, when we ask Gus our question, we don't want to ask when questions. When am I going to get this? When am I going to get that? That's give me energy, and Gus works better when we work with them, him, they, whatever. When we ask how and when, or how and what questions. How can I show up in my current relationship? What do I need to pay attention to in my job? How can I make more money? What do I need to pay attention to give me more self-care? That kind of a thing. So if you do get a little lost in this reading, feel free to drop your question in the comments and let me know if you want me to help you decode the message a little bit. Because sometimes the tarot can be a little bonkers and confusing. So I can help you decipher and decode what Gus is trying to tell you and how to answer your question. So with all that being said, let's see what Gus has to say. Really, we just did this one. So a couple of days ago, it might have been yesterday, we dealt with this card, actually, I think possibly in reverse as well. So there might be some residual energy from those of you who are still, who have been doing these readings with me for a while. But so let's begin with the Devil. The Devil is in reverse. So we have blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy. Now the Devil can be, usually it refers to some sort of an addiction. It could be greed. It could be like an excess of something, envy, temptation, all that kind of stuff. But when we have blocked, delayed, healing, or internal energy, I like to kind of see it as coming out of an addiction. At least you're aware of the addiction as well, being aware of that. Now, the Devil is also associated with Saturn and Capricorn, and also the element of Earth. So that might be some clues as to what you need to pay attention to in regards to your question that you've asked. This is the TV series Tarot Deck. I am not sure what TV series this is referring to, but if you want to put your guess in the comments, you are more than welcome to. Now the next card we have is the Seven of Wands. Now the Seven of Wands, I'm going to not block the 7. The Seven of Wands is about standing up for what you believe in. It's basically all these wands are kind of coming at you and standing up and defending your position. Now it could also mean that these people are actually your followers, but you still need to stand up and be confident in what you are saying, what you are doing, and believe what you are, and do what you believe in, kind of a thing. So it's you kind of just standing up for yourself. Wands are associated with the element of fire. Fire is associated with our aspirations, our creative energies. So that's something to pay attention to there. This, I don't know if you can really tell, but this is Alias to me. So if you are an Alias fan, that might give you a little bit of input as to where this card is taking you as well. So with me putting these cards together, what I kind of get out of it, we've got Earth and Fire. I just kind of get more of a coming out of an addiction and knowing your strength by coming out of that. Or the addiction made you weak, the envy made you weak, the greed made you weak, and now you've learned that, and now you can go off and like tell people, this is my experience. Like, own your own experience. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. Own your own experience with whatever was troubling you. And now that you've learned that, you can actually go out and use that to your benefit to help you find true love, to help you understand what your boundaries are. Whatever question you asked Gus today. I'm going to leave it there. So if you wanted to let me know what you got in the comments, I would love to actually hear what you got out of these cards and your question. Just to kind of, it's just always fun to kind of see that kind of stuff. I think that's really all I have from those. If you are one of those people who likes to give energy back to your tarot reader, I have 6 ways as to how you can give me some energy back, and one is to, or they are, to follow, to favorite, comment, like, and to repost. And you can also throw $5 at me if you'd like to as well. Let's do a breathing exercise to close out this message so that we can take this message and go and use it into our daily lives. So let's breathe in. And breathe out. Thank you very much for spending your morning with me.